Welcome back to the compound. Woo! What a beautiful day. I gotta search around for a better tire because the one I had installed on here it's becoming a headache pretty much. And you guys watch Tucker Upper? Man, that guy, he's having YouTube channel. He's having headaches with that dang computer and all that. You know, the more popular the channel, you know, the more dedicated to the dream of doing this stuff, you know, the more involved you get. And well, you're dealing with electronics and gadgets and stuff like that. You're gonna have problems sooner or later. I don't know, something, you know, the Apple products, computer failing and stuff like that. Enough to make you want to jump out a window. all that kind of aggravation. I mean, it's fun to make the videos, but wow. I don't know. Look at that dream. Copper price went down. Basically, we got more scrap in this box truck. Can't wait to get this thing functional. I mean, the other one's functional. We got this one up and running. Took it to the scrapyard. I forgot how messed up this tailgate really is. I got a slightly different system going on this one than the Dodge over there. These wooden sides are, I don't know. In the not too distant future, I think I'm gonna improve upon it a little bit, just enough to. Basically, I think this truck is going to be a runner from the compound, you know, straight to the yard. At least for now, because the gas mileage on this thing is like worse than on the Dodge, believe it or not. Well, this got 350, that's got 318, so that might have something to do with it. Although this can carry a lot more weight, and the springs aren't busted. Basically, this is all copper. I gotta like kind of go through. There's a channel called Romantic. He'd have a field day with this. Me, I've been doing this since I was 5 years old, and my problem is all in my head. That mentally, I've been burnt out about scrapping since I was, I don't know how, maybe since I was like 15 or something like that. I mean, I like doing it, but it's like, I love doing it, but like I hit a wall all the time. Like, I don't know. If you haven't been doing this all your life, you probably wouldn't understand, nor would I expect you to. But somebody like me, I've been doing this forever, and it's like, I don't know, like a farmer feeding the chickens. or getting the milking machine going, cleaning it out, cleaning out the poop trough. It's just part of the job, I guess. Just because you clean out the poop trough, you don't go, I'm not going to feed these animals anymore. It's just becomes part of the job. It's just is what it is. Look at that. That looks like I haven't done anything, right? I mean, how long have I had that drive-through sign? The tire's getting inflated a little bit. Stuff comes and stuff goes. The little air compressor is, it's not really the strongest. Plus, I got this extension cord all the way out here. It goes all the way there. It's like, I don't know, 300 feet of extension cord, maybe more. I mean, you have to count all that not properly unwound. So you get something called a voltage drop. Lazy or hardworking. Any guess on like how long that thing is going to lay around? I'm going to go and sell that. Okay. Challenge accepted. Make sure I got the key out. Alright, face mask. Yeah, it's 2:35 now. And the people working there, their claim, what's their claim? Their claim is it's only temporary. It'll bounce back up in a couple days. Look how strong the sun is around here. This thing is like faded. See, it's like black right there. It's like turning gray. I don't know, I've got a lawnmower buyer, and he's looked at this thing like 3 or 4 times, and I don't think he wants it. I keep forgetting about this little stash. I'm holding onto the camera. I'm going to tip it over. Yeah, there's a few things left over here. I don't know, to be honest with you, I don't feel good a lot of times. That's part of the reason why stuff takes forever. Like today I'm feeling a little bit better. I took a couple of Advils. And no, I don't have like joint pain or anything like that. It's just my whole body feels, I feel lethargic. I swear to God, it's like a lot of it's got to do with like after I drank Diet Coke and Coca-Cola and all that garbage for a long time, and I stopped drinking it like 3 years ago, Christmas Eve, and it was like from that day on, I felt like, yeah, well, those sounds should pretty much sum it up. Look at that copper, that red gold. That would be a cure for feeling horrible. Look at that. $3 a pound. If it's cleaned up. Oh, there's this channel, Romantic. I mean, I don't know. But, you know, his area where he lives, maybe, you know, the yards are different. But all the yards in my area, for example, he's cleaning his copper, and yes, I won't take issue with the guy in this regard. This piece of copper should be, if I cut it right here, from here to here, that piece right there should be number 1 copper. But the yards, all of them, it's like they all got together or something like that. They will not accept this as number 1 if I cut that right there. Okay, if I cut it right there to right there, okay? That part's got like solder on it, so it's doomed to being number 2. I mean, some yards, they will still buy it as number 1, but those yards that buy it for number 1, okay, their price for number 1 is the same as number 2 at a lot of the higher paying yards. Okay, so I'm looking as a scrapper, I'm looking to get the most money possible for my scrap. Okay, I'm not looking to, you know, number 1, number 2, or number 3. I'm looking to get the most. All right, and the most you can get for this around here is about $3 a pound. Whether it's number 1, graded as number 1, or number 2. The yard that's going to pay number 1 for this around here is paying a lower price. Okay? Enough said. Still probably doesn't make sense to y'all, but whatever. Anyway, he's going back to it because it sends me up the wall. I mean, he knows what he's doing, but, you know, all these yards are different. I mean, he's cleaning every little bit. Okay, so you got this part right here, it's got solders on it. Plus, it's corroded, like all that copper. So what are you going to do? Clean the copper, like polish it? You know how much work that is? That's like a lot of work. That's like too much. And then fingers crossed that they don't downgrade it anyway for whatever reason. Okay? Forget about it. Forget about it. Forget about it, Tony. We ain't doing it that way. Let the other guys do it that way. Me, I ain't doing it that way. Too much history there. I just know. Now maybe if I was in his area, I would do it differently. Maybe. But I'm not. I'm in the Joliet area. I just use my knee to press up against the tire to get the tire pressure. If it feels firm enough, we're good to go. I don't know where I had a little thingamabob somewhere. Tire pressure gauge. To give a realistic readout. Of course, I can't find it. Maybe I left it in here. This thing is so barren. There's not like piles of trash everywhere yet. There it is. Oh my God, look how rusted out this thing is. It's gonna stay that way though. I mean, unless I was fixing it to sell it, then I would put a lot of effort into fixing it up so I could sell it. But we're not doing that right now. Well, it sounded like it was leaking. That's only 25 pounds. This darn thing has been running all that time. Oh, well, we're going to have to... See, there's a problem here. There we go. So it was filling slowly though, but it wasn't hooked on all the way. So it was part of the reason for it taking forever. I like those kind of trucks, the locking kind, but sometimes they undo themselves. Then that happens. King, you can get the kind that you just hold down on the... Yes, but can you imagine with that tiny little air compressor holding onto the air chuck for like 15 minutes or more? King, get a better compressor. Get a bigger one. Well, yeah, okay. But being this far out, I've tied one onto the circuit there, and the motor on the air compressor is like chug, 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 and you can tell it's struggling. So since this one's really little, and I take this one along with me all over, I take it all over because, you know, just in case I have a flat tire or something like that, you know, or whatever, while on the road. I think it wasn't on all the way again. Well, that's 35 pounds, that's good enough. Look at all that scrap. Look at that. Look at that electric motor right there. Some of you scrappers would lose your mind if you had this one. I don't know, there's a way of getting them out. I've watched so many videos, but I still haven't mastered it. I guess you take a side grinder or something and you go along on the outside and cut this off, and then you take like a, I don't know, like a little punch tool and knock the copper through those little tubey things there. I don't know, it's probably about, how much copper is that? Well, maybe we'll do that. We'll make a video of it. How much copper is there? I would say this has probably got to weigh at least a pound right here. And then same as on the other side, so that's 2. So maybe 3 pounds of copper at $3 a pound. That's $9, $10 worth there, right there. Or if you just scrap the motor as is, at 15 cents a pound, you probably get like, I don't know, a couple dollars for that motor, maybe not even, maybe 15 cents a pound. I'm not really great at math, but 15 times 7 is 4. 14. So I have to weigh what? 15 pounds? I'm sure it weighs about that. To be worth $2. So take it apart for about $9. Or scrap it whole for about $2. Let's see, some electric motors are not. I'm having a hard time putting this in here with all this garbage. I can take cord all over. Some electric motors are. Look at that brass everywhere. Some electric motors. I'm trying to finish my yapping here. Some electric motors are lost. No. Oh, right here. Wait a minute. Some electric motors, like this power window motor, I guess you would have to disassemble this thing to get this casing out. And there's some small windings inside. Is it worth it? Or this miniature air compressor. I think it's from a Ford. You know, for the ride leveling. That's something I would leave to Ian Matthews. Knock himself out taking that apart. This one though, I can see taking that one apart. I can see that. Alright. You wouldn't have the king arguing, "Oh, it's not worth it." You'd have me shutting up and going, "Yeah, you're probably right, it is worth it." Is this safe enough to travel? I think so. Let's hope so. Yeah, it should be good enough. That's my claim anyway. Should be good enough as a claim. You know what? I will see you tomorrow in the next video. Thanks for watching.